everybody. It is Tuesday, February the 17th. I'm a little bit behind schedule. I have to apologize. I'm actually dealing with my parents going to a retirement home. My mom's in need of some help. She has Parkinson's. She has a broken hip, a little bit of delirium, and a little bit of dementia. So honestly, been dealing with that as well as a couple of other personal items that have taken me away, and I haven't quite been myself. However, let's just take a quick look at what's happening in the market just so that we are aware. So if we're looking at the Squamish, well, first of all, when I went on to have a look at the data, I did look at the Greater Vancouver board, like all of Greater Vancouver, and this was pretty amazing. So this is the, let me just move myself up here, the housing price index. As you can see, the HPI, or the housing price index, is trending down. So back in 2023 and 2024, we spiked up around $1.2 million. It's come all the way down to 1.1. That's a 10% drop. It's a pretty substantial from the highs. So if you take that number and you look at it, it tells a story. Now, Squamish typically has been a little bit more resilient. And as you can see here, prices continue to somewhat climb, but we have to realize that came off of only the number in January, came off the total number of sales of 11 in January. And as you can see, that's the lowest number of sales I think we've had in the last 3 years altogether. And then when you look at the number of listings, the listings have gone up by 84 units in January. So listings up 84 and sales down to 11, that's a real dramatic shift. So even though we can see that the housing price index is gradually creeping up, with the number of listings coming on far exceeding the number of sales, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in February. And I know right now we're actually, the number of listings, the total inventory, right now it says here that in January it was 178. Well, I just pulled the numbers and we're actually looking at 236 properties in the market, which is really high for February. Look at those February numbers, 177 February, 162 in February, and I know for a fact we're 236. So that's 30% higher inventory than we've ever had. Now, if sales continue to decline, we don't see a lot of sales, that's going to put a lot of pressure on prices in the downward side. Doesn't mean prices are going to drop, as you can see, and as I've mentioned, housing prices have stayed stable. Look at that, it's still strong. So it will be interesting to see. That tells me the story that prices are staying strong because sellers aren't willing to sell for a lower number. And that's why there's only been 11 sales. That's why there's been 88 listings, because they're coming on and they're too high to sell. So that tells a fairly substantial story. And I think we can almost leave it at that, except to say one qualifying statement. When you look at the percentage of asking price, it's still 99%. Strike me as the properties that are priced well are actually getting activity. But I think buyers can be patient and sellers need to be sharp with their pricing. And that's how we're going to get the results we're going to get. So I think that's where we're at right now in February. And I think it's shaping up to be a little bit of a pressure on prices heading into February and March. But it seems that there's going to be a lot to choose from for buyers. So buyers can step in and write offers and have the opportunity. And if a seller is priced correctly, there are a lot of people out there looking to buy property. So strong market for both buyers and sellers at the moment. That's the tale of the tape, and we will chat with you soon. If you ever have any questions, you can reach me at 604-892-8155 or simon@simonhudson.ca, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Take care, all the best, and here's to the springtime.